Hey, well, happy Thursday night. Those of you that watch basketball, happy March Madness. It's one of my favorite times of the year. One of my favorite teams is playing right now, but hey, we are focused on Switch, so we are going to get you some cool information. I'm excited to be with you all tonight. So wanted to go over four things. Actually, two of them are new, and then the other two are kind of everyday normal things. I did want to touch briefly. I know I'm probably more anxious than anyone else to get this debit card here. And we rely on third-party vendors, third-party partners, and they give us dates and they miss dates all the time. And it's hard for me to say, hey, we're going to have a card here because my vendors told me, yep, you'll have a card. I'm supposed to get my card at the end of this month. There's still some things that haven't been done in order for me to get my card. So they're probably a week or two behind. That doesn't push the end of April, 1st of May deadline that I've kind of pushed out to everybody. I told Jen Schultz in Australia this morning, my answer to her, she's like, hey, when's this debit card? I said, I can't give you a hard date, and I hate that. I wish I could, but we rely on too many vendors, too many third parties, too many banks, and everyone misses deadlines. We've talked to some other competitors, some very large ones that are our competitors. We have some friends over there, and they are struggling with the debit card too. Even though some administration things have changed, it's still very hard. And some people are saying, well, that current administration will only be there a couple of years, and then it's going to go back and go away. So we're still battling some of that stuff. And I just wanted to kind of put an asterisk on, I want the debit card more than anything. We're pushing every single day. Our coders are up to date on every single code and every line of code that they've received. That's how fast our coders are now, because anything that comes out in version 2, version 3 from our vendors that are providing us the onboarding, the transactions, and just to be able to keep track of your bank stuff. They are caught up to everything that we've received from our vendors. So I do want to give an update on that. We still are pushing hard to get cards to everyone by the end of April, 1st of May. Like I said, they're already a week behind on mine, and I was supposed to get it the end of this month. So there is an update. I wish it was better, but we're working as hard as we can to get that debit card out, because it's going to be awesome. So that wasn't one of the four topics. Let's get on to a little more positive news. So number one, those of you that have bought with the Grow token on the Nourish Mart beef, that was our kind of alpha test to provide the crypto merchant widget. Exciting news. We will be implementing on the Well Collectives marketplace, which is a partner of Galvin's, for anybody that joins that marketplace to purchase those protein products, good skincare products with the IST token, and Switch will be providing that crypto merchant widget. So wanted to announce that. That's one of our big products on the roadmap. And then that's also a cool utility for, like, Well Collectives will have to pay us in the Switch token their fees for that product. So super excited about that. That is getting implemented. We've built it. The product's done, and now it's just implementation. Number two, we are about 2 weeks away of getting Grow and Eyes listed on the trade wallet within the Switch reward card trade platform. So we're very excited about that. That will be two of the first Deco system tokens listed on our actual trade platform. So we're super excited for that. But before that even gets here, some of you might have seen this, and I'm going to share my screen. There is an ability to buy the Deco system tokens through a swap feature within your DeFi wallet. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go through this and show you how you can use the swap feature inside we'll call it your DeFi wallet, your non-custodial wallet, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to share my entire screen, and then we'll go here. And, well, I thought I was logged. Can you guys see my screen? Let me hurry and log in. Switch reward card. What, did I type that wrong? Guess I got to type it right. I'm going to show you how to swap. You can swap Ethereum, USDC, or USDT for any of the brands that are in Connect. Let me log in. And you can do this in your DeFi wallet. Let me pull up my two-factor identification and plug this in. And if you guys haven't set up your two-factor, please do. Okay, first off, you're going to need inside your rewards wallet. So just kind of a quick refresher, the one on the left, if you're set up and you've gone through the KYC and you have a trade wallet, the one on the left over here, rewards wallet, doesn't have cash. So you can only send and receive. If you have the trade wallet, you have cash and you can buy and you can sell. So I have $759. I want to do this with Ethereum. So I'm going to buy, and this is for me, but we are bringing this a card purchase, but I'm going to buy with cash Ethereum. I'm going to buy $50 worth of Ethereum. And everyone's seen this. I've previewed this. So we're going to do it just quicker than other nights. Preview buy. This is so I can buy tokens within our ecosystem. I'm going to get $48 of ETH. Buy now. And you'll see how fast this is. This is going to put Ethereum in my trade wallet. See, it's already pending, but I didn't want to wait. This takes about 5 minutes. But I am going to, I need to have Ethereum, if I'm going to swap out for our different ecosystem tokens, I need to have it over here. So to do that, I need to click in this box, this little down arrow. I need to hit receive. I need to copy this wallet address, and it's super easy. I just hit copy, and it says copied. Then I go over to my Ethereum, and I'm going to send, and I paste that wallet address from my rewards wallet. Hit enter. And I want to send, I'm going to change it. I don't want to do ETH because then it'll say you are insufficient funds. I want to send $50 over, not 500, but $50 over to my rewards wallet so I can buy some Switch tokens. Preview send. Check yes to all these. I understand. It's going to send me an auth code to my phone. I've already got it, 36730. Submitted, okay? So this should go up by $50. So now I'm going to go to my wallet, and this is the only thing that we've got to fix. A lot of people complain about this. This is a separate website. You just have to log in again, and it goes through a couple of different screens. It's basically a single sign-on, but we put the log in there, so it's not a single sign-on. We're working on this. This will bring up my rewards wallet where you can see all the different tokens I have within that. And my internet's always super slow, so I apologize. Okay, so now I'm there. This is like, welcome, Brad. I want to go to my wallet. I want to go to my tokens. And this will have my Ethereum, okay? So my Ethereum, look how fast that was. It's already there. It was $100. This will refresh. Don't worry about that. This is just part of the coding. We got to fix a couple of bugs. Okay, so I have $156. So I want to sell Ethereum for the Switch token. So because I'm selling Ethereum, I click on Ethereum and it brings me here. You have these 3 buttons: send, receive, and swap. Okay, tonight I'm going to swap Ethereum. I'm going to do $50, not 50 Ethereum. Sorry, I'm going to switch over to this one. I'm going to do $50 worth of Ethereum, and I want to buy. So here's the drop down. I'm going to buy Switch with my Ethereum. This is called a swap because I'm just swapping crypto for crypto. So with $50, I'll be able to get 120,000 Switch. So I'm going to hit confirm, and this is why the marketplace, which is currently out of tokens, is so awesome. I'm spending $49 and I'm getting $33 because I'm spending that all in fees on the Uniswap swap. But this is an awesome way still to get Switch tokens. I'm going to hit confirm. Oh, I got to put my wallet passcode in there. Confirm. And this is now swapping on the blockchain my $50 of Ethereum for 120,000 switch reward. This is going to be all on the blockchain. And over here, while it's waiting, swap initiated. There's my transaction hash. So I can go over to Etherscan, take my transaction hash, and I can see that I bought 120,000 switch tokens. This will eventually show up that I, well, no, it's already up. Well, actually, no, it shows that I received 0.024 of Ethereum. So now I go back up to my tokens and I receive the switch token, and it increases the amount of switch tokens I have here. Any questions on that swap feature? So once again, if you don't have Ethereum, you log in, make sure you've already signed up for the trade wallet, okay? If you have, you can link your bank account, which I have. So I was able to do a deposit by either wire or ACH. I can do card purchase. No one else can. We're still beta testing that. I wired the money in. That came here from my bank. I have a $700. I bought Ethereum. And my Ethereum's already settled. So just see how fast that is. Then I go to my rewards wallet. I want to receive Ethereum. So I hit receive, copy, come back to my trade wallet and send. And then I just copy that, boom, and I send that. Then once my Ethereum hits, I go to wallet. It does the funny thing here. So once you've done it once, it will be a little quicker. You don't have to log in. Well, we just saw it. We'll hit that. My computer's super slow, but so those of you that received the email and those of you that have sent in your transaction hash, we will do a drawing and you will get 2 times the amount that you purchased by doing that swap. Any questions that have come through yet, Scott?
Brad, so Ranjit asked about the trade wallet for international. I know you had mentioned one time that international could do it, but they had to just make sure they spent US dollars. Is that correct? Or do you want to talk on that for a minute?
You can absolutely sign up for the trade wallet, and it's on the left side here, set up. It won't show you what you'll see because I've already signed up. So right here, if you go to get started, you have to go through these 2 steps. And even if you're international, you still can get a trade platform. You go through those 2 steps. It says identity verification and trade platform. What you have to do though, is when you send a wire, the wire has to be sent, number 1, in your name. So like if your bank account is Ranjit and your trade wallet is Ranjit, it has to be the exact name. It can't be like Brad Willden wiring to Ranjit's account. Okay. So it has to be Ranjit to Ranjit. But it has to also be sent in US dollars. So you tell your bank, I need to make a wire, but I need you to convert it from the Aussie dollar to the US dollar and then wire it to this account. And those wire instructions, once you've gone through the KYC, the wire instructions, because I want to do a deposit, are right here. And this is everything that you take to your bank. You'll want to do that. Show those accounts. That's your account number, your routing number. Here's all the information. I just do this, screenshot it, print it, and then take it to my bank. So, and then your money will come in as a digital US dollar, just like mine. And then you can purchase whatever token. If you can't find the token you want to buy, here's a bunch you can add and you can search right here. So great question, Ranjit. Yes, you can, but the keys are you have to have signed up and gone through these 2 steps over here. And you have to send, if it's your Aussie dollar or whatever, wherever you live, it has to be converted already to the US dollar for when the wire goes out to land in your trade wallet as a digital US dollar. So great question. Any other questions, Scott?
I think I've answered everything else. We I posted the FAQ on how to do the swap feature within the wallet. We had Judy's watching on mobile our link, so she's having trouble seeing the presentation, but we're going to have this recording posted on Switch's YouTube, and we could watch it back then.
Okay, well, I mean, we cranked through that. If you've already answered all the questions, then this is great. This was a fast night. Any other, just besides what I shared, any other, I mean, it'd be a good time to ask me whatever you want. So I love that Scott keeps me right on track having these each month. So we're moving along. We have two really large companies that we've been meeting with for the last 3 to 4 months, and they will be issuing, if we can get the card in the time that they've given us, we will have a large amount of cards, Switch reward cards or debit cards powered by Switch, issued to all of their employees. And that will be huge, because then they actually have a Trust Rewards marketplace where then, way down the line, we'll be able to implement the Switch token to buy, the different discounts that they offer on that Trust Rewards. And they have 200 to 300,000 people on that platform already. So we're excited about that partnership. It's moving. Like I said, it's not inked yet. It's verbal, but we've been working with them for about 4 months. So as excited and anxious as everyone is for the debit card, I think I'm probably the most anxious and excited for it, but I know everyone else is right behind me. So we were working as hard as we can to get that.
What's got a couple more questions. What's number one most important question? What's the dog's name?
Oh, could you hear my dog? Dang it. His name's Duke, and he's like 10 pounds. He's not very Duke-like, and I apologize. He was barking. I think I'm going home.
And then you mentioned the drawing. We got a question of when is the drawing, and could somebody still enter in that? For the
I would say yes. They just have to did you already put that?
Well, I put the FAQ on how to do it. I didn't put it.
Can you share that little flyer thing that you put in the email newsletter in the switchboard?
Let me see if I can find it.
Or just put the email in the chat that if they go through and swap, they just have to email it by the end of tonight.
Okay. And just email. So you email that to Switch the support email address.
Yes.
To be entered.
Yep. And they just give us the transaction hash, like you saw when I swapped out. You got that transaction. There's a little copy symbol. You copy that and then send it directly to, and we can confirm when we have that, and we will pick that out tomorrow night and or tomorrow, and then send off 2 times as much whatever anybody purchased. So if you go buy $1 million, we'll give you $2 million. So
awesome. Joe asked what was the hashtag you referred to, but maybe that's the hash ID.
It's the transaction hash after you swap your Ethereum or your USDC or your USDT for Switch. Want me to show it to you again?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do another swap. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go over here. To do the swap, you have to go up here. Don't go to your trade wallet. Go to the wallet under your dashboard right here. So wallet. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. And then you go to, it'll say my Switch wallet. And then you go to tokens. This takes a minute because it's loading my wallet in there. Sorry for the wait. Maybe I need to hit it. There we go. Oh, okay. That's a good sign. That means it's loading and it's almost done. Okay. So now here's my balances. I've got my Ethereum. If those of you that are doing USDC or USDT, you just click on that token because that's what you're going to sell. So I'm going to click here. It will bring me here. I have send, receive, and swap. I want to swap Ethereum. Make sure you use $1, else it will say you have insufficient. I'm going to go $50 worth of, and I want to buy switch. So here's this little drop down. See the buy. I'm going to sell my ETH. And I'm going to buy switch right there. I got to put in my wallet passcode. Now I'm going to buy 122. And just look at that. It's crazy how much you get in feed. But I'm going to hit confirm. And this will bring up the transaction hash. So as soon as you hit confirm, it'll confirm it on the blockchain. And then it will give me a transaction hash. Okay, this is that transaction hash that you will send to us to the support email. But to copy it, you just hit that little, and it will say copied. And then go put that right in the email, paste it right in the email, and send it to our support email. And then we'll have the winner tomorrow, and we'll send you out 2 times the amount that you bought for the winner. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah, and I put in the chat, like that's like a hash ID or a transaction ID. That's like a receipt number on the blockchain.
Correct. Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Well, awesome.
SEC's looking tough, Brad.
Oh, don't tell me that. I still have the game paused. Okay. Well, you all have an awesome night. So glad y'all came. It's a great turnout. 82. We're doing it again next month. And hopefully, cross our fingers, say your prayers, whatever you do, that I'll be demoing my debit card next time. So we'll be doing this again next month. We're pushing hard. We're working hard every day. Our coders are, anytime they get a code, they're in it. They're on it. And so that's where we're at. Thank you, everyone. There's my dog saying, have a good night. And you're all awesome. We'll see you later.
Thanks, Brad.
Thank you. See you.